Hey guys, in this video we're going to be exploring how to recover from Google's most recent algorithm updates, which happened in October and December of 2024. Our agency website and a couple of our clients were hit pretty hard, and a lot of that has to do with outdated content, blogs that need to be updated, pages that need to be updated. Maybe there's just not enough relevant content or not enough content to begin with. And after these updates, that is specifically what Google is looking for, is relevance in the content. So I'm going to show you how we can use Google Search Console to dig into some of those pages, identify where we took the biggest hits, and what we can do to hopefully recover some of that traffic moving forward. Of course, this is a long process, and we're not going to be able to see in this video specifically. If all of this works, we are confident that it will, but we'll be able to check in a couple of weeks or months to see if all of this stuff gets indexed and if it does actually help us in the long run. That being said, this is regardless what we should all be doing if we've taken a hit from that algorithm update. So without further ado, let's jump into Google Search Console. So here we are taking a look at our agency website, needmomentum.com. You can see back in October, we took a pretty big hit and we were climbing pretty strongly. The trend was upwards for quite some time. And then we started to take a big hit. And then again in December, we took a even more steep downward turn. And now we're not flatlined, but we are, clearly at a point where we want to recover back to where we were previously. So if we take a look at let's do a 6 month, or let's do a 6 month comparison, just cover a larger timeline. We can see where we've taken the biggest hit if we filter by the click differences here. So I think clicks are most important. Clicks are what are driving visitors to the website. We can ignore impressions for now. So we want to see where we took the biggest hit. Can you upload documents to ChatGPT? Can you upload files? So a lot of these are the same pages, right? But what we want to do is look at pages, not queries. All right, so this took a massive hit. This was driving a ton of traffic for us for the past year almost. And we're gonna jump in there and see if we can't make some updates to it, because ChatGPT has really evolved since this blog was written. A lot of this probably is irrelevant. A lot of it probably is talking about ChatGPT 3 even. And a lot of it will have to be updated for, there you go, 3.5. So this is irrelevant, and that's why we're taking a hit. It's not necessarily being marked as spam because it was previously having a lot of traffic, but it's just simply irrelevant. It's not up to date enough. So that's going to have to be updated so that we can recover some of that traffic. This is still relevant. Okay, so I haven't filtered the click difference yet. There we go. Create Facebook Marketplace ads. I'm going to go ahead and assume that this is probably outdated as well. I think this was written probably a few years ago. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. So anyway, what I'm going to do to organize us is take these. Oh, no. Take these, copy them, and start putting them here. And you know what? I'm actually, now that it's filtered for click differences, I'm going to organize this after I export it. So let's export that into a Google Sheet. Let's take a look at this. Awesome. So these are the pages that we are going to prioritize optimizing. So this is what I need copied and pasted. I'm going to get rid of this. Not so concerned with this stuff either. And we're going to get, this is going to become click difference. source. There we go. So now we've organized it by click difference. I'm going to have to pull those titles back up here. But anyway, these are the pages that we're going to go through. So of course, if it's lost the most traffic, that's going to be priority. So how are we going to go about doing that? Well, I already identified that this is all a little bit outdated. So if we click into Google Service Ads, let's see what this looks like. So that's a redirect. Or no, it's not. Interesting. Okay, so I clicked the home page by accident. All right, so that's because it's 2024. That kind of makes sense, but I think that we can probably update it, say updated for 2025, and then keep a lot of this content and just swap out some of the updates. Because, of course, local service ads also just came out with a handful of updates that need to be mentioned. So I think it's safe to assume that a lot of this stuff is just a little bit outdated and needs to be updated for 2025. And that's typically a safe assumption, especially when titles and stuff are date oriented. Now, this is something that has been huge for us. Shout out to our Google suspension team. We have helped tons of businesses get Google business profiles unsuspended and reinstated. And this just seems like it might be a little outdated as well, 2024. So I'm going to go ahead and cast an umbrella or blanket statement for all of our blogs that took a massive hit. And they're probably just a little bit irrelevant because of the date in the eyes of Google, but a lot of the information is probably still able to be used and accurate, with the exception of maybe a few updates that could be missing. So what we're going to do is just go through each of these pages one by one with our team, update the dates, see if there are any relevant updates pertaining to the specific topics, include those, and then republish them. And once they're re-indexed by Google, we should be able to recover a lot of that traffic. So hopefully this was helpful. This is a process that you can use for your website if you have taken a hit from Google. And good luck. We'll check back in a couple of weeks, maybe months, to see if this was the solution. Thanks, guys.